lecture 5 on the topic dimensional analysis, which is taken from module 4. The today's class will solve one more problem on the Buckingham's pi theorem. In the previous class, we have already solved one problem step by step. So we'll solve another problem. Let me read the problem. The efficiency of a fan depends on density rho, dynamic viscosity mu of the fluid, angular velocity omega, diameter d of the rotor, and the discharge q. Express efficiency in terms of dimensionless parameters. So this efficiency, it depends upon rho, that is density, mu viscosity, omega angular velocity, diameter d, and discharge. That means this is a dependent variable, and this dependent variable, it depends upon these independent variables. These are the independent variables. That means this efficiency depends upon all these parameters. So mathematically, how will write this efficiency? It is a function of this rho, mu, omega, diameter, discharge. Or we can write this equation in this form also. Function of, that is F1, it is a function of efficiency, rho, mu, omega, diameter d, discharge equal to 0. Let us call this equation as equation 1. So next we will write a total number of variables, that is n is equals to. So total we are having 6 variables, that is 1 is dependent variable and the other 5 are independent variables. These are independent variables and this is the dependent variable. We are already written here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 variables are there. That is n is equals to 6 I have written here. Next, total number of fundamental dimensions, that is m is equals to 3. M is equals to 3. Next step, now for each and every variable term, let us write its dimensions, equations of dimensions. So efficiency, it is a non-dimensionless number, it is a dimensionless. So we will not write any dimensions for this. It is not having any unit. So density, the dimension form of this density is ml to the power minus 3. Already we have written these equations in the previous classes. In the first class only we have written this, secondary quantities. Mu, viscosity, we will write m l to the power minus 1, t to the power minus 1. Omega, that is angular velocity, t to the power minus 1. Diameter, we are going to measure in terms of meter, where L is the fundamental dimension for meter. It is replaced by M. Discharge, metric cube per second. L cube divided by T, that is L cube T to the power minus 1. So for each and every variable term, we have written its dimensions form. Now, next, calculate the number of pi terms, that is equals to n minus m, equal to n is 6, m is 3, equals to 3. That means 3 pi terms we have to write. That means equation 1 is written as, that is function of, that is f1 of pi 1, pi 2 and pi 3 term equal to 0. That means we have got here n minus m equals to 6 minus 3 equal to 3. That means it consists of 3 pi terms. And each pi term contains m plus 1 variables. It is m, already we are having 3. That is m is also called as here repeating variables. So total 3 repeating variables we have to select plus 1. So total each pi term will be having total 4 variables. So we have chosen here diameter d, omega and density. So already we have studied in the previous class as per the rules of the Buckingham theorem how we have to select the repeating variables. We have to select the repeating variables only from the independent variables only, and how whatever the repeating variables we are selecting, it should not form a dimensionless group. That means the repeating variables, it should have some dimensions, either it may be L, M or T. And the repeating variables selected, whatever we are selecting the repeating variables, those repeating variables, it should have one variable, it should have geometric property, another variable it should have flow property, and the third variable what we are selecting, it should have a fluid property. So we have selected d as the geometric property, diameter, and omega angular velocity, we have selected angular velocity as the flow property, whereas the density we are selecting it as the fluid property. So now already we have written each pi term will be having m plus 1, that is 4 variables. So here these are the repeating variables, and the remaining variables we are going to write it in serial way. So in the first pi term, pi 1 term, efficiency d to the power a1, omega to the power b1, density to the power c1, we have written these repeating variables. Similarly for pi 2 term, viscosity is the next variable which is remaining. Again d to the power a2, omega to the power b2, rho to the power c2, where these a, b and c, these are the arbitrary powers, and we are going to calculate these values by equating the powers of m, l and t on both sides of the equation. We are going to calculate these values, that is a1, b1, c1 or a2, b2, c2 values we are going to calculate by equating the powers of m, l and t on both sides of the equation. Similarly pi 3 term, how we will write the next remaining variable is q, that is discharge, d to the power a3 into omega to the power b3 into density to the power c3. Like this way we are going to write pi 1, pi 2 and pi 3 term. The pi term, we'll write the equations now. Pi 1 is equals to efficiency into d to the power a1, omega to the power b1, rho to the power c1. We have written this as the first pi term. So let us substitute the dimensions on both sides of the equation. Both sides of the equation means on the LH side of the equation as well as RH side of the equation. So for each and every variable term, we are going to write the dimensions. So pi, it is a non-dimensionless equation. Pi, it is not having any unit. It is a dimensionless group. So I will write here m to the power 0, l to the power 0, t to the power 0 equals to efficiency. It is also not having any unit. It is a dimensionless group. For that purpose, I will write here m to the power 0, l to the power 0, t to the power 0. Where d, diameter, dimensionless form is l. L to the power a1, I will write as it is. Omega, angular velocity, t to the power minus 1 to the power b1 as it is. Density, ml to the power minus 3 to the power c1. Now equating the powers of m, l and t on both sides of the equation. So now let us equate the powers. So power of m in the LH side, power of m is 0. In the RHS side, power of m is 0 here, first equation. Here no any m term is there. Here also no any m term is there. Here m term is there plus c1. So therefore c1 is equals to 0. C1 equal to 0. Next, power of L. So in the LH side of the equation, power of L is 0. You can see here, power of L is 0 in the LH side of the equation. So in the right hand side of the equation, power of L is 0. L is a1 to the power a1 minus 3c1. You can write here minus 3c1. I have written it from here minus 3c1. So C1 is already 0. If I will substitute C1 equal to 0 here, then my A1 term will be equals to 0. Next, third one, power of t. In the left side of the equation, power of t is 0 here. So in the right hand side of the equation, power of t is 0 here. See here, power of t is 0 here. I will written here 0. Next term is minus b1. Minus b1 I will write here. Therefore, b1 is equals to 0. So here we have calculated the value of a1, b1 and c1 value. All a1, b1 and c1 values are 0. So let us substitute those values. Efficiency pi of 1 is equals to efficiency into, I will substitute the values in this equation, d to the power 0, omega to the power 0, rho to the power 0. You can see here we have written the equation, d1 to the power 0, omega to the power 0, rho to the power 0. That means d1 to the power 0 is 1. Here also this value will be 1. Here also this value will be 1. So therefore pi 1 is equals to efficiency is my answer. So next, so pi 2 is equals to, next, viscosity into d to the power a2, omega to the power b2, rho to the power c2. So similarly again writing the dimensions for LHS and RH side of the equation. So pi 2 is not having any dimensions. So m to the power 0, L to the power 0, T to the power 0. Viscosity, it is having dimensions m, L to the power minus 1, T to the power minus 1 into d, diameter d is length L, L to the power a2, omega T to the power minus 1 b2, density m, L to the power minus 3 c2. So now let us equate the powers of m, L and T on both sides of the equation. So power of m is 0 here, power of m equal to 0 here, equals to power of m is 1 plus c2, power of m is c2 here. So with this c2 is equals to minus 1, we have calculated the answer. So similarly power of L, power of L is 0 on the LH side of the equation. So on the RHS side, L is equals to minus 1 plus L to the power A2 plus A2. Next, L to the power minus 3 C2 here. So I have written here minus 3 C2. So with this, if I will substitute the value of C2 as minus 1, then easily I can calculate the value of A2 here. So A2 is equals to minus 2. Last, power of t, that is 0 equals to minus 1 minus b2. So therefore b2 is equals to minus 1. So next, pi 2 is equals to viscosity. We have substituted the values of a2, b2 and c2 in this equation. You can see here mu into d to the power a2. a2 is minus 2, d to the power minus 2, omega b2 to the power minus 1, omega to the power minus 1, rho to the power c2, c2 is minus 1, so minus 1. So therefore pi 2 is equals to viscosity mu divided by rho omega into d square. The same equation I have written in this form. Now pi 3 is equals to discharge q into d to the power a3, omega to the power b3, rho to the power c3. So again writing the dimensions for LHS and RHS side of the equation. Then here m to the power 0, L to the power 0, T to the power 0. For discharge, dimension form is L cube, T to the power minus 1, D is L to the power A3, omega is T to the power minus 1 to the power B3, density is m, L minus 3 to the power C3. So now equating the powers of m, L and T on both sides of the equation. So power of m, that is on the LH side of the equation 0. 0 equals to power of m is, here no m term is there, only m term is here, m to the power c3. Therefore c3 is equals to 0 here. Next, power of L. In the LH side of the equation, power of L is 0. I have written here 0 equals to L to the power 3 plus L to the power A3 plus A3 minus 3 C3. If I will substitute here also in this equation, C3 value as 0, therefore A3 is equals to minus 3. Next, last one, power of t. Power of t is also 0 in the left side of the equation. So t is minus 1 here. I have written here minus 1 minus b3. So therefore b3 is equals to minus 1 in this equation. So now let us substitute the value of a3, b3 and c3 in this equation. So therefore pi 3 is equals to q d to the power minus 3 omega to the power minus 1 because b3 is minus 1 c3 0 rho to the power 0. Rho to the power 0 is nothing but 1. So therefore my pi 3 value will be equals to q divided by omega into d cube, that is d to the power 3. So we'll write f1 is function of pi 1, this is pi 1 value, this is pi 2 value, this is pi 3 value. Or I can write the same equation this form also. Efficiency is equals to, this is function of mu divided by rho omega d square comma q divided by omega d cube. So this completes the problem.